Hey there, Stink fans. This is Alex Renault, Patrick White,
and Nikita Kroslev. Come support the boys as we're kicking off the new season. Go Sting, go!
And here we go. The puck is dropped and a brand new season of Sarnia Sting Hockey at CHOK.
It is a Wednesday morning buzz, and we welcome into the studio number 21 for your Sarnia Sting, Daniel Nikandrov. How are you, sir?
Very good, very excited.
You made your way through here okay in the fog, a real foggy morning this morning.
It was a very foggy morning, and then I got grilled with questions on the other two studios.
Really, about the fog, or?
No, not about the fog, thankfully.
Okay.
I don't have much to say about that, to be honest.
That was just the warm-up.
Right.
That was pre-season, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
this is our home opener here right now.
Now you have to live up to that standard.
Yeah, I know, yeah. You've actually, you've got a colorful past, geographically speaking, because you were born in Israel.
Yes.
Israel?
Yes.
Came over to Canada with your family when you were how old?
Almost 10.
Almost 10. And the Markham area was kind of home base, right?
Yes, it was home base for my hockey. I lived in Thornhill and now in Richmond Hill.
So I would have figured that because of where you were born, where you came from, you might not have even been introduced to the sport of hockey until you came to Canada, but that's not true.
No, I grew up, my family's Russian, so I grew up in a very hockey household. We watched NHL games when they came on. We played all the video games, and we watched any international games that we could find on TV.
So if your family is Russian, on the international stage, you must have hated Team Canada.
I guess maybe in the 2002 Olympics, maybe. But in all honesty, I was more of a passive watcher back then until I started playing.
Yeah.
I was definitely into the sport, but I wasn't sitting there with my Team Russia jersey cheering everyone on.
So did you ever? How old were you when you first strapped the skates on and actually were on the ice yourself?
I was pretty much turning 10 at that point, maybe just before my 10th birthday.
So you were introduced to hockey while you were in Israel, but as you mentioned, more sort of watching the international game, playing
video games,
and that kind of thing. So on the international stage, I'm just curious if you're who does Israel cheer for with the international game?
Well, we do have our own team. Not the strongest team, but it doesn't matter. You still cheer them on.
You still got to support the team, right?
Exactly. And then you just cheer for your background. So for me, growing up in Israel, I was cheering for Russia just because of my family. And then I moved here, and then I started understanding hockey more. Been in Canada for 11 years almost now. So I cheer for Canada now.
What did you speak? What language did you speak?
I spoke Russian at home, same as now, and Hebrew outside the house.
Okay, and I'm obviously very adept at English as well. So you're a three-language dude. You're a trifecta of languages.
Yeah.
Cool. Which one is... you had to learn English, I guess, huh?
Yes.
I've heard from a lot of people that if English isn't their mother tongue, it's not what they're born into, it's a hard language to learn. Did you find that?
I found it hard to learn when I was still in Israel, and I had to start learning it because they do teach it, right? Starting in grade 1, they do teach it. I found it very hard, but as soon as I came over, you just start socializing. Also, the English language, you're always around it. It doesn't matter what you're doing, right? You're playing a video game, doesn't matter where you are. 90% chance your game is in English. You're watching a movie, right? Where's the movie originated from? Well, there's a very solid chance it's a Hollywood movie, right? So originally you get the movie in English. You even get the subtitles for it, but you're still listening to English from the moment you start doing these things.
Yes, you're exposed to it everywhere.
So you're exposed to it very much. So once I started talking it, once I started trying to socialize in it when I came over to Canada, it was quite easy.
If you're not playing hockey on video, what's your favorite video game?
We play a lot of FIFA. We play a lot of soccer on the team.
Okay.
We're going to make a league this year.
Are you?
Within the team.
So you're just a sports head all the way through.
Yes and no. There's some stuff that I can't, I'm not a big baseball guy, right? I appreciate the sport. I'm going to jump on the Blue Jays bandwagon with the rest of the GTA.
Sure, come on board, there's room.
But at the same time, I'm not a big baseball guy. I've only started getting into football the past couple of years.
Yeah.
I would watch the Super Bowl, you watch the big games, but you're never really into it in a way. So for me, I started getting into it more last couple of years. Soccer is always big. We can talk about soccer all day. I can talk about what team plays in what league, how they've been doing the last 10 years, and hockey as well, obviously.
Soccer is so much more top of the mind pretty much everywhere else in the world but North America. I mean, it's growing in popularity here. It continues to grow in popularity, but it's still not gotten to the same level that it has internationally in other places. Here's my problem with soccer. There's not enough offense.
Right.
Just like basketball, there's too much offense.
Right.
You know, you should spot both teams 80 points in a game of basketball and just play the last 2 minutes. You get the same result.
No, I understand. That's the big argument, right? Like a lot of guys here, we have a lot of guys who are into soccer. We have a lot of guys who are into playing a soccer video game but can't watch an actual soccer game unless it's the World Cup or something.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you just grow up around the sport, you learn to appreciate other things other than people scoring goals.
Yeah.
And then yesterday there was a game, and one player scored 5 goals in 9 minutes.
Saw that on the highlight reel.
Lewandowski scored 5 goals.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Did you see that bicycle kick?
No, we were in the room watching. We saw the first 4 goals, and we were like, "Oh my God, this is incredible!" Then we have to go on the ice for practice. You know, we have to get back to reality. But if you think about it, if you watch the other 80 minutes of that game, then you'd say nothing happened in this game. This is a boring game. You turn that game on for 9 minutes,
yeah,
and you get 5 goals. You know, it's the same thing with that Germany-Brazil game, right? The famous game. Like Germany scored 1 million goals, but after they scored those goals, nothing happened in the next 65 minutes. It was a boring game.
Yeah, well, that game was over after the first.
So you got your plenty of offense, but it was a boring game.
All right, well, we better shift to hockey a little bit.
Okay,
for just a bit anyway. Sure. Number 21 from your Sarnia Sting, Daniel Nikandrov, our guest here this morning on the Wednesday Morning Buzz. You're a wily veteran now. You're one of the. I guess you're one of the overagers on the team this year now, right?
I am the overager on the team.
You are the overager on the team this year.
I am the wily veteran.
And so does that mean you wore an A on the sweater last year, didn't you?
Yes.
So are you wearing
past 2 years?
Are you wearing a letter again this year?
I don't know.
You don't know yet.
No,
that hasn't been determined.
Has not been told to me.
Okay. But being the overager on the team, that's got to bring with it sort of a different level of leadership expectation.
I guess stereotypically yes, but I've been wearing an A for 2 years on the team now. I think I was well respected both these years, and things I have to say were heard, and the rest of it you do on the ice, right? Mm-hmm. So last year I had a good year on the ice. I was able to play every single game of the year, so I was able to be in that locker room every single game. Yeah, and kudos for that, by the way, because the Sting went through a lot of injury. Thank you.
A lot of injuries last year, and you stayed healthy. So
thank you. So I think that's huge, just being around the guys all the time. Does it really matter that I am the overager now? I don't really think so, because it's the same core group of guys, right? Mm-hmm. And it's me and Alex Renault and Patrick White and Brendan Lindbergh and Hayden Hodgson and all these guys, and we've all grown up together playing for the Sting now. So does it really matter that now it's my last year? Well, maybe it matters to me, but in terms of how they see me, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. What's beyond this year for you in the hockey world? Do you don't really know?
Well, it's tough to say. It's tough to say. I wouldn't say wait and see, but go out there and do my best and see where it takes me.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be an exciting season. Home opener. We're all looking forward to it. Starts to count as of this coming Friday at the center formerly known as RBC. You guys host Erie, and then Kingston is in town Sunday, right?
Yes.
And you're off and running. So let's peel back some more layers of Daniel Nikandrov here. You ready for some rapid fire?
Yep.
All right, number 21, Daniel Nikandrov of the Sarnia Sting. What's your hometown? Well, we know that. You were born in Israel, raised in Richmond Hill, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I answered the first question for you.
Thank you.
How easy can this be? Favorite home-cooked meal made by Mom?
Like a Russian version of a potato salad.
A Russian version of a potato salad?
Yes.
What's that called?
Oh, my God, I'm blanking.
How do you say potato in Russian?
Kartoshka. But it's not kartoshka. It's
not
salad olivier.
Ah. Okay, I'll trust you on that.
Yeah. See, I could have said anything there.
You're right. You absolutely could have. Anything in Russian is good. Right over my head. Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
All right. Me too. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Salty or sweet? Which do you prefer?
Sweet.
Okay, now we're getting serious.
Okay.
What's your favorite dinosaur?
T-Rex.
T-Rex?
Yeah.
I like the Triceratops. I've always been a fan of Triceratops.
Each their own. That's why the question's there.
Ideal vacation destination?
Back home, Israel.
Back home in Israel? Anywhere in particular there in Israel?
Yeah. Hometown Modi'in, between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem.
Okay. All right, I'll take your word for that. If you weren't playing the game of hockey, what sport would you be playing?
You can answer that too.
Well, I don't know. I guess soccer?
Right.
Okay. Are you a golfer?
No.
You've never golfed before?
I have tried, but it ended very quickly.
Okay. So then
I'm a golf cart driver.
I know the answer then to this next question. Have you ever shot a hole-in-one?
No.
Have you ever lied about your golf score?
No.
You ever been caught picking your nose in public?
I don't. Not that I recall.
Have you ever been skinny dipping?
No.
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 Thought that was something that everybody did. Maybe that's just me.
I guess so.
Fun catching up with you here. The season, you've got to be sort of geared up. I know you know, being the overager, there being a lot of changes in the off season, new coaching. You were talking off air with me that you know, you're learning some new systems. It's a little bit new, a little bit different under Coach Hatcher, right?
Yep.
But you guys are coming along and learning those systems, and looking forward to a strong season, I'm sure.
Yeah. No, it's been very. It's been different from what this same core group of guys are used to. So it has been a learning process, and we're still learning. We're still going over the video quite often. There's still mistakes. Like, I remember my first game in Saginaw, my first preseason game, I made a couple of mistakes, which are uncharacteristic things that I would personally, you know, something that I would point out right away in last year's system. But in this year's system, I was a little confused. So, but they've been very patient with us. It's been very positive. And I think everyone realizes that it's a 68-game schedule, and you're not going to play your perfect game at game 1 or game 2. Hopefully you're playing closer to perfect games, game 68, game 69, game 70 into the playoffs.
Obviously, no two seasons are really exactly alike. There's always a little bit of change. The sands are always shifting. You've got some new coaches, some new ownership, of course, with this, and a couple of changes, too, in the league. How was it playing Flint on the weekend? What do you think of their uniforms?
I think that when they wear dark blue, we shouldn't wear black.
Okay.
That is the only thing I think about their uniforms.
Because they're pretty close, wouldn't they?
They are very close.
Yeah.
And when you just get your head up for half a second, they look identical.
Yeah. The Belleville Bulls are now Hamilton Bulldogs.
Yeah.
You haven't obviously run into them yet, but
no. But I know their players are pretty excited. I spoke to a couple of their guys. Like, what a great place to move to. Obviously, they get the AHL facility. Yeah. They're going to get a good crowd, so I know they're very excited. And it's always exciting to go to a new rink. I remember when North Bay, when they moved back for Brampton, how crazy those fans went for that team to be home. And those games in North Bay are one of the, you know, those are the ones we have circled. That's a great place to play. One less stop, though, on those eastern road trips. You won't get to stop in Belleville anymore, though, huh? Yeah, but now we have another game in the Niagara region. That's true. Now we get to stop there. Yeah. Daniel Nikandrov, you're a well-spoken dude. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Best of good questions. Best of luck with the season. Thank you. And of course, the home opener. You want to step out on a limb here and make a prediction for the home opener? Wow. Well, Justin Fazio is going to have a great game, so he only lets in one goal, and it's not his fault. Oh. And then I think Jordan Kyrou scores for sure. Okay. Salinitri continues his hot streak. Maybe a goal, maybe an assist. I can't tell you that much. Okay. And then what about Daniel Nikandrov? Is he going to get on the board? He's going to get on the board. I can't tell you which way yet. Mm-hmm. It might be an assist, maybe a goal, maybe a couple pims. But he's going to be on the board. Well, you like to mix it up in front of the net, I hear. That's the scouting report. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Well, good for me. Yeah. You're gritty in front of the net. Good hands. Who's the scout? Let me give him a call. Get in touch with him. Yeah. It's going to be a Sarnia Sting win. I feel very but honestly, every exhibition game, you know, I've been in the dressing room and I've felt very confident with this group of guys. There's a lot of trust between us. We're all used to each other. So we feel we can win any game. And as I said on one of the other stations, this is our chance to kind of get back at Erie. We have a long memory. We remember what happened last year. We fell just a little bit short in those home games. What a great opportunity. First game of the season. We're hoping for a packed crowd at home. We got the rally towels going. And the guys are going to be fired up to play. Get your tickets now. Box office is open. You can also get them at the guest services kiosk now across the road in Lambton Mall. So good luck. We'll do our best to pack the house for you. Thank you. Daniel Nikandrov, number 21. Here we go. The puck is dropped and a brand new season of Sarnia Sting hockey on CHOK.
Gains the Guelph line, move around. Leslie in a goal, scores! Oh, wow! Highlight real goal, Jacob Chikrin's 5-3.